nice little reset. Show you a nice little reset day in Australia. One of the questions was, why did I come to Australia and why did I choose this university? Maybe I should answer another question. Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today is a Saturday and we've got a lot of stuff to do by the time Monday rolls around. We have a lot of cleaning work to do and errands to run. I need to clean my room, need to do laundry, need to do grocery shopping, to edit my vlog. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, I figured we'd do a nice little reset. I'll bring you along with me, show you a nice little reset day in Australia. I'm going to start with oiling my hair while I start cleaning so that my hair can get a nice little mask going. So for anybody who watched, I think I posted a vlog before I left here and I did kind of like a reset and like get ready to come to Australia. I did like some hair oiling there. I haven't been as on top of it as I was before I came here, but I just have like regular cooking coconut oil because I haven't been able to find any like hair coconut oil. It's been dry from all the salt water because I just got back from the surf camp actually a week ago. I feel like my hair's been dry ever since, so I'm just going to let this soak in while I'm cleaning. Maybe I'm gonna post on my Instagram and have you guys ask me questions. All right, so it is close to like 3 now. I just took a shower and like washed all the oil out of my hair. I also finished editing my video and I'm currently uploading it. So yeah, that should be out soon. I just gotta make the thumbnail for it and then, you know, do the caption and like the end screen and everything like that. And then that should be done. I think I'm also going to start my laundry here pretty soon. I also want to finish my skincare and make myself some food because I haven't eaten anything that substantial today. I also know that I need to go grocery shopping, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time today. So it might be like a make do with what we have kind of night. So while this is uploading, I figured I'd answer one of the questions. So one of the questions was, why did I come to Australia and why did I choose this university? And basically, I've always wanted to come to Australia. Australia's been kind of on my list of like, it's always been at the top of my list of like places I wanted to go. For a while it was Italy. Italy was like my top place I really wanted to go because when I was younger I was really into like baking and cooking and all that stuff. And my grandma actually took me on a trip to Italy in 2019. I went with my grandma and my mom, and then we also got to stop in London because we had family in London at the time. The trip total was I think like 10 days or something. I was only in Italy for 4. So I would love to go back to Europe. Europe's definitely at the top of my list as well. But Australia was also at the top of the list, but it was just so far away that I was like, it's probably gonna take me forever to go, and like it just is one of those things where like you always say like, oh, I would love to go to Australia, but then you never end up going kind of thing. And I didn't want that to be me. And so I also knew that I wanted to study abroad, and that's been on my mind basically since high school. I knew that if I went to college and like went through college, I would probably want to do a study abroad program. And so last year I was really looking at Spain at the time just because it wasn't as far away and I would still love to go to Spain. It seems like a beautiful country, but I feel like my mindset kind of changed kind of recently. I just feel like my mindset matured a lot and I felt ready enough to come to Australia. I felt like I was definitely in the right headspace to like actually make it happen and like come by myself and literally be half a world away from my family. And then I also didn't know if I'd be able to make it happen because, so for anyone who also doesn't know, I have transferred schools kind of quite a bit. My first school I went to was in Buffalo. I went there for 2 years and I'd started planning my study abroad trip there, but it was kind of tricky with COVID and everything because I was a 2020 graduate, so my first year of college was 2020, so it was like kind of tricky to predict a lot of the timelines as far as like getting the study abroad stuff figured out. And then I decided to transfer and I went to a different school, and then I figured that I wasn't gonna have enough time to plan the study abroad trip and then actually go because I'm a semester ahead with all of my classes and stuff like that. I did an accelerated program in high school that got me a semester ahead, so I didn't think I would have enough time when I transferred to my new school because I would only have a year and a half. So it's kind of a very long ramble story of like how this whole thing came to be, but basically ended up going to a fair, like a career fair type of thing on campus. I think we had to for like my transfer class thing that I did. I think I walked by the study abroad table. I was running late for I think orchestra at the time, and I remember I stopped by the table really quick and I was just curious. I was like, how long does it take to plan a study abroad trip here? And she was like, only a semester. And I was like, You don't say. And so that's when I started really thinking about it, and I started doing a lot of my research that December over winter break. I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to go to Australia. I was like, when am I ever going to be able to stay in Australia for like 6 months ever again and get to like know people very well? Like, I feel like going on study abroad, some people say they don't want to go on study abroad, and some people say they don't want to be stuck to the schedule of study abroad. And I get that, but at the same time, like, I'm traveling by myself and I'm a female, and like, I feel like it was a lot safer to do study abroad coming this far across the world, because I don't feel like I knew enough about like hostels and like backpacking. I feel like it's a very sketchy thing if you don't know what you're doing. I just wanted to make sure that like my experience was going to be safe and I wasn't going to have any issues. Also, I feel like it's really easy to meet friends your age when you're doing study abroad, which is one thing I've really liked here. I've learned a lot just from like rooming with my Australian roommates, and then also just like in class, I just get a lot of like firsthand everyday type of mundane experiences with them, which I think would just be a bit tricky to get that kind of like firsthand experience if you were just like hopping around all the time. So I'm definitely really glad that I have like a home base type of place here, and then I can obviously go travel like up and down the coast fairly easily because the train goes up and down. And then also Australia is very big, so it definitely takes a lot to get around. Basically, to summarize this like very long tangent of a story, I came to Australia just because it's always been fascinating to me. I've always wanted to come here. People always say it's like this like very dangerous, like exotic but beautiful place, and it's just somewhere that's always fascinated me. I'm really glad I get to study abroad here for like 6 months and just kind of get to fully immerse myself in the Aussie lifestyle down here. And then the reason of why I chose Wollongong specifically is because the school I transferred to in New York, so I go to school at University of Albany back home. I only had one study abroad program with Australia, probably just because it's so far away, and like not that many students would actually come to Australia. There's only 3 of us from my school that I know of, but there are also other people from New York that I've met here. But the main reason of why I'm at Wollongong is because that is the only study abroad partnership we have in Australia through University of Albany. I'm sure if I was really dead set on going somewhere else, then I probably could have found another school to go through, but I really wasn't that picky. It seemed like a pretty good deal to me because we're only an hour away from Sydney. So I get the nice like rural city life also mixed with like going to Sydney if I really want to. But that was a very long answer to that question. And my video finally uploaded, so I'm going to work on that, and then I think I'm going to also start my laundry in a little bit. Hello everybody, it is now 7 o'clock and I just made myself dinner. I had half of a pizza left, so I ate that. It was like a little pizza. It wasn't like a big pizza. A lot of the pizzas here also are just like very mid, because I'm from New York and even upstate New York, but we have a lot of really good Italian food in our area. I finished all of the video stuff, so it is ready to be uploaded. It is premiering right now. So yeah, but I figured I would answer another question before I start cleaning again. Somebody asked me, what is my degree? So my degree is business economics. I started off as entrepreneurship, switched to finance, and then when I transferred schools, I switched to business economics, and then I've just kind of been sticking with that. However, while I'm in Australia and while I'm studying at Wollongong, I'm just taking some free elective credits because my advisor, he like worked everything out so I could finish my major basically over the summer so that I wouldn't have to take any like major requirements while I'm abroad. So while I'm here, I'm just taking 2 music classes and a photography class, but I'm mainly in the realm of finance and economics. Like, that was a pretty quick answer, but I'm going to go start my laundry now. All right, guys, it's been like probably like 2 hours, and guess who still hasn't gone to wash their laundry? Guess what I did instead? I'm such a procrastinator. I need to put the guitar away and I need to go wash my sheets. I stripped my bed. My bed no longer has sheets on it and my sheets are on the floor. I obviously need them to go to bed tonight because I have nothing else to use. My fingers, I don't know if you could tell, my fingers are getting calloused. They have like indents in them. Any guitar players know what I'm talking about. But I need to put the guitar down. It's even out of tune, and I was like, oh, I'm not even gonna tune it because I'm just gonna play for a little bit. Guess who did not play for a little bit? Yeah, so I'm going to actually go head to the laundry room now. It is like probably close to 9 p.m. now. Love that for me. Hey guys, it's like 10:50 right now and my sheets are finally done. I just got off the phone with my dad. I called my parents just now. I could take my AirPods out. But I was just calling them, getting like a nice little check-in, nice little update on how things are going for them back home. Seems like they're doing okay, which is always good to hear. Yeah, we're gonna make the bed now. Still weird because like it's their morning right now. Wow, it's like 11 o'clock. My video is also gonna go up in 10 minutes. So hopefully that goes well. Hopefully I don't offend any of you Australians with my Vegemite tasting. Maybe I should answer another question while I'm doing this. Alright, so somebody asked if I have an Australian accent yet. You guys should let me know if I have an Australian accent. I definitely don't think I do. I definitely think I sound very American. And I'm totally kidding because I know I sound very American. Yeah, but the one thing I will say about the whole dialect thing though is that I have started catching myself like mentally using some of their phrases. Like instead of saying college, I'll say uni, or what was the other one that I just said? Oh, dead set. I said dead set the other day and I was like, okay, are we just Australian now? But it's just like little things like that, or like they say like touchroll, and like my mind kind of just automatically is switching. Sometimes like I've just caught myself like switching. Oh, tomato sauce. Like I'll say like it's ketchup. Ketchup is the same as tomato sauce, and I feel like I always have to say that. Like to specifically say tomato sauce, I feel like I always have to say tomato sauce. Like I feel like I always have to say it in an accent, even though that was probably British, even though it sounds the same to me. I definitely don't think I have an accent, but I've noticed slight changes in some of my phrasing and like some of the things that I say. And the other weird thing is I just FaceTime my parents, right? And my dad was like showing me this new little like tractor thing he got, and the steering wheel was like back on the right side or the left of the car, because it's on the right side of the car here. And that felt weird to me, and I was like, am I gonna be all screwed up driving when I go back home? So it's like all these like little things that I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna be all messed up when I go back home. I think it's just gonna be a lot more phrasing than like the actual accent. So yeah, but I'm gonna finish making my bed and then I'll probably see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day and I had my breakfast. I'm literally like out of groceries though. I literally had like bread and butter for breakfast, which I guess is just kind of like toast, so it's not like that weird. I need to go grocery shopping. I need to make a list of stuff to get. I think I might just go out to the grocery store, get a couple things. I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy today, but then I'll come back and maybe start my laundry if I have enough time, because then I'm also supposed to go to the church service. So I'm going to make my list and then we will go head out. Hey guys, I'm sitting at the bus stop and I just got my groceries. Ooh, I feel like the lighting is really weird. I love grocery shopping here literally because I spent, I think this was like $70, but it was only like 46 for me. And I'm like back to the times when groceries are not that expensive back in the US. So I feel like I'm able to provide good food for myself here for a very affordable price, which is really nice. I think the bus is gonna come in like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to sit and wait for a little bit. But other than that, pretty quick in and out experience. Like I think closer to like 1 or 2 right now, and I am sitting in the botanical gardens. I'm going for a quick little walk today because first of all, it's beautiful outside today. It's very sunny and like not a cloud in the sky. I remembered that today marks 2 months since I've been in Australia today, so I literally arrived here 2 months ago today, and it's actually crazy. There's a bird that just flew. I can't believe it's been 2 months already, and I can't believe that I only have like 3 months left until I have to go home. But it's like literally so beautiful today, and I've been walking through the gardens, and I've been listening to Lauren Daigle, like her new album, and I don't know, it's just extreme gratitude. Definitely feeling very grateful. I feel like I'm just like astonished at everything, and I'm like, wow, God is like so good. He made all of this. It's just crazy to me. I always said like when I was a kid that I wanted to travel the world so I could see all of God's creation and like appreciate all of God's creation, and I feel like that's what I get to do today, and that just makes me really happy. I feel like I could not be anywhere else in the world right now. This is so cool. Hey guys, it's a little bit later now and it's like 4:20, 4:30-ish, and I need to get ready to go to church because church is happening and I'm gonna catch the bus, and the bus leaves in like 10 minutes. So I need to get ready quickly, throw on a cute outfit, and then go try and catch the bus. So I'm gonna get changed in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're ready. And I think the bus is coming in like a few minutes. So let's get going.